Something strange is happening to millions of people right now. People are earning more money than they did a few years ago, but somehow they feel even more broke. Groceries are more expensive, rent keeps going up, and it feels like your paycheck disappears faster every single month. But here's the crazy part. Most people think the real problem is just inflation. And yes, prices are rising, but inflation is not the full story. The real reason people feel stuck financially is something deeper, something almost invisible. And once you notice it, you start seeing it everywhere. Today, I want to explain the hidden money trap that keeps people feeling broke even when they are working hard, earning more, and doing everything they were told would lead to financial stability. And the reason this matters is because if you understand this trap, you can actually escape it. Imagine two people. 5 years ago, they both earned the same amount of money. Over time, both of them got raises, maybe switched jobs, maybe improved their skills. Now they earn significantly more than before. On paper, their financial situation should be much better. But something strange happens in real life. Their lifestyle starts to change slowly and almost automatically. They upgrade their phone. They start ordering food more often. They subscribe to more services. Maybe they move to a nicer apartment or buy things that feel like rewards for working hard. None of these decisions feel wrong. In fact, they feel deserved. After all, if you're earning more, it makes sense to improve your life. But this is exactly where the trap begins. There is a concept that many people don't realize is affecting their life every month, and it's called lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation happens when your spending increases at the same time or even faster than your income. At first, it's small changes that don't seem important. A slightly more expensive coffee, a streaming subscription here, a delivery order there. Then it becomes normal. Your brain adjusts to the new level of spending. What used to feel like a luxury slowly becomes something that feels basic or even necessary. Over time, the new version of your life costs more and more money to maintain, and the result is surprising. Even though you earn more than before, you don't actually feel richer. This is one of the biggest financial illusions of modern life. Many people believe that increasing income will automatically solve financial stress. But in reality, if spending grows together with income, nothing really changes. You just operate at a higher level of financial pressure. And this is why so many people say something that sounds strange but is actually very common. They say, "I don't know where my money goes." It's not that they are irresponsible or careless. The truth is that modern spending is designed to be invisible and easy. Payments happen automatically. Subscriptions renew quietly. Digital purchases take only seconds, and small expenses blend into everyday life. When you combine all of these small leaks together, they form a powerful flow of money leaving your account every single month. The real danger is that these leaks don't feel like a problem individually. Nobody thinks a small purchase is the reason they feel financially stuck. But the reality is that most people don't lose control of their finances through one big decision. They lose control slowly through hundreds of tiny decisions that feel harmless in the moment. Your brain adapts to convenience, and convenience often costs more money. Over time, expensive living becomes normal living, and once that happens, your financial baseline shifts upward without you even noticing it. Now here's where things get interesting, because once you understand this pattern, you can start seeing it in your own life. Think about the last year. Are there things you pay for today that you didn't pay for before? Are there expenses that slowly became part of your routine? Many people discover that their spending increased not because they wanted to waste money, but because life gradually pushed them into a more expensive version of normal. And the problem is not that people want comfort or convenience. The problem is that without a system, money simply flows wherever your habits take it. This is why motivation alone almost never fixes financial problems. People often say things like, "I just need to be more disciplined," or "I need to stop spending so much." But discipline fades, motivation changes, stress and emotions influence decisions. Systems, however, are different. Systems work even when you are tired, busy, or distracted. And one of the most powerful financial systems is surprisingly simple. Instead of letting money flow randomly, you give every part of your income a clear destination. Imagine that every time you receive money, it is divided into three categories immediately. The first category is the money that supports your life right now. This includes rent, food, transportation, bills, and the basic costs of living. The second category is protection for your future. This is savings. Savings are not just extra money sitting somewhere. They are your safety shield against unexpected events, emergencies, and moments when life becomes unpredictable. The third category is growth. This is where things start to change long term. Growth can mean investing, learning new skills, building opportunities, or anything that increases your future earning potential. The reason this system is powerful is because it changes how money behaves in your life. When money has a specific role, it stops disappearing without explanation. Instead of wondering where everything went, you begin to see a clear structure, and structure creates control. Many people assume wealth comes from earning a huge amount of money, but the truth is, wealth is built from the part of income that is protected and allowed to grow over time. Two people can earn the exact same salary, but the one who controls the flow of money will slowly move into a stronger financial position. Another important thing most people underestimate is how powerful small, consistent changes can be. Humans often expect big results quickly, and when progress feels slow, they assume it isn't working. But financial stability rarely happens in dramatic moments. It happens quietly. Small adjustments in spending, small improvements in savings, small decisions repeated over months and years. At first, it might feel like nothing significant is happening, but over time, these changes start to compound. Stress decreases. Unexpected expenses become easier to handle. Decisions become less emotional and more strategic. This is also why many people never escape the financial trap even though technically they know what to do. Knowledge alone is not enough. The environment around us constantly pushes us to spend more. Advertisements, social media, trends, and even the lifestyle of people around us influence how we define normal. When everyone appears to be upgrading their life, it creates pressure to do the same. But what most people don't see is the hidden financial pressure behind that lifestyle. A lot of people are not actually comfortable financially. They are simply maintaining an expensive routine that requires constant income just to survive. Breaking out of this pattern does not mean removing enjoyment from life or becoming extremely strict with money. It means becoming intentional. When you become intentional with money, something interesting happens. You stop reacting to financial situations and start designing them. Instead of asking, "Where did my money go?" you begin asking, "Where should my money go next?" That shift alone changes how you experience finances. Suddenly, money feels less chaotic and more manageable. Another thing people often discover is that financial confidence is not only about numbers. It is also psychological. When you know you have a system, when you know some money is being saved and some is building your future, your mind becomes calmer. Decisions become clearer. Financial anxiety starts to decrease because uncertainty decreases. And this is important because many people today are not just worried about money, they are exhausted by constantly thinking about it. So if you feel like your income should be enough, but somehow it never feels that way, it might not mean you are failing or doing something wrong. It might simply mean that money in your life does not yet have a structure. And the moment structure appears, things start changing, slowly at first, then more noticeably. Over time, the feeling of being stuck begins to fade. Because financial progress is rarely about a sudden breakthrough. It's about understanding the invisible patterns that shape your financial life and deciding to change them one step at a time. And the most powerful realization of all is this: money is not only about how much you earn, it's about how clearly you control the direction it moves. Once you take control of that direction, even small improvements can lead to a completely different future. That's the moment when people stop feeling trapped by money and start feeling like they are finally moving forward.